Hey YouTube, this is RoadDoc326 coming at you again with another G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra review. This time I'll be doing Charbroil. Now I am excited to have this guy. Every time I'd go to Walmart, I'd say I'm going to get him, and then I never did. And then I started to go back when I really was going to get him, and they didn't have him, and this was the first time I've seen him in a while, so I absolutely had to pick him up. And I don't regret it at all. We'll go to the back. There's this file card which says Charbroil is a member of the G.I. Joe team and specializes in the use of flame-based weapons, incorporating the latest gas propellants and flammable liquids. He designs flamethrowers that can undermine Cobra fortifications and scatter a blockade of Cobra troopers. His real name's Carl Shannon. His serial number is a specialist. Preferred weapon is an HPF 60 high-pressure infantry flamethrower. I'm actually surprised they got his preferred weapon correctly and not like an 820 selective long-range rifle or whatever they call it for everybody else. I guess we'll just go on to the figure now. Some things to note about his physique. He's got the nice chromed head. I can tell you he was built off of... he's got the arms and legs of Resolute Duke. The torso and waist of some random Snake Eyes that I can't remember. And the head of Cobra Commander. His helmet's unique. His helmet does come off. I don't want to, one, because it's hard to take off, and two, because I'm afraid it'll damage the chrome. So that's never coming off. He does look neat. He does look like a flamethrower guy. Some things I don't like about him is on the back. I noticed this fire extinguisher, and I thought, wow, that's really cool. Because he has a fire, or not like a firefighter, but a flamethrower, and that would probably be a handy thing to have with him. And I really wanted it to be able to come off, but it doesn't. It's just designed in there. I was really upset about that, but I still like the detail that they put into it and giving him that. Two, this pistol right here is also just for looks. That doesn't come out at all. A little upsetting. But again, he has a flamethrower, so you'd have him posed with his flamethrower anyway, so at least they give him some kind of aesthetic looks to him. Other than that, loose joints. His torso, for some reason, is just... Look at that. It's super loose. I actually dropped him on the way to getting here. I was really upset, but I don't think that's what it was that did that. I think it's been like that, but I don't know why. But what you can do is just twist the torso off-center a little bit, and that fixes it, or fixes it as good as it's going to get at least. Alright, so we'll go on to, articulation, I forgot. He does have a 360 on the head. It is son of a gun, I just dropped him again. This guy is just getting destroyed. Since I started collecting Joes, I've never dropped a single one. And so far I've dropped this guy twice. I don't know what it is. It's a curse. But 360 on the head, arms 360 out and in, elbow 360 on the wrist, legs move forward and back, out and in, double jointed knees. Let's see if there's a 360 on the foot, and pivots down. So we'll show you him on his stand, which he comes with, Charbroil. Fits into it very well. Very good. Now, I did some research on this guy before I chose to do this review, because before this figure came out, I've never heard of Charbroil. I thought he was a nobody that they made for the movie. It turns out they've had, I think, 3 or 4 other variations of him throughout the line, since the 80s, actually. So he has been around a lot longer than I figured. And that made me happy, because, I mean, who wants a figure that just came out just for the wave? So we'll go to this accessories, starting with these awful things. The oversized rocket launcher. Not a cool launcher, but his missile's cool. It is totally made to look like fire, and they did a good job of that. Nice strong spring as usual. Put that aside. Now, he only comes with really one other accessory, which is broken up into 3 pretty much. And it's his flamethrower, to his gas propellant backpack, to the connector that connects them, which is a soft plastic. It would be really easy to reform if you wanted to. Now, it does fit on his back very well. once you line up the like the little coat thing he's wearing to the peg. Now you can either put this part in here or on the other side of this little barrel. There's one. I put it there so it has a little more free range. Get in there. Okay. And then, well, one thing, this does really look like a flamethrower. And then you put it in that hole down there. From there, he can hold it. It pretty much only and has to go into his right hand if you want it to connect to his backpack, because there's no connector to reach to the backside. I'll show you that. Looks really cool. I really like this guy. Very nice. I did notice this little peg right here in his chest. Honestly, don't really know what you can do with it. Nothing fits into it as far as like that connector thing. I don't know if they meant for something else to go into it, and they just never got around to it and didn't close up the hole. But I mean, not a big deal. But overall, this figure is totally awesome. I am extremely happy with this purchase. I'm mad that I'm just mad that I took so long for me to pick him up. So obviously I'm going to recommend him. Just go pick him up if you can find him. He's part of Wave, it looks like Wave 4.